Hi and welcome everyone. In this video I want to share a message to the Lightworkers, Wayshowers, Starseeds in the community. I received some visions, some downloads over time, and yesterday more downloads and a channeling. And then they said that now it's time to give this message out. And I want to read the start of the channeling, and then I will share a bit more about the downloads and the messages I've been getting that I want to share. I'll try to not make it too long. So, what I started saying in the channeling was, why are you so often concerned about what's external from yourself? When inside is where you will find the answer. When inside is where you will find the solution. When inside is where you will find your peace. When inside is where you will hear the call. When inside is where you will have the experience of unity, which will then expand out. And I wanted to read that up because I think it shows in a very beautiful way how we have to go within and find our own truth, and to really step up, be courageous, speak our truth and be our truth. And what they have shown me is that, and I've shared this in a previous video, that we are now in a period where a lot of people are integrating, getting more abilities, more experiences, well, not really getting it, but remembering and having it activated, and getting more clear about their own work, their own mission at this time. And as this is integrating, developing, as we are focusing on this now, then we are preparing for the autumn. Well, at least up in the northern hemisphere. When things will get more chaotic again, and when we will be asked to step into our work more. And they say that many will experience a kind of a shift in their work if they're already doing their work. Maybe it can take like another form, it can be corporations. They say that many people will come together, and the clue in this coming together that will happen is that each and every one are clear on their own mission, or their own call at this time, and what they can do, and what they feel, and what they receive, what they create, no matter which form this takes, whether it's, it can be all kind of different things. And then to really see that all these different people doing their thing, coming together and cooperating and bringing this out to the world in very new ways than what we have seen previously, is a great gift to the world, and it's something that is needed. And they say that, there are so many starseeds, wayshowers, who have this feeling of longing back home, because we have this remembrance, right? And they say that your home is within you, like your light body is within you. You have your light within you, and connect back in and be courageous and step in to what you feel called to. And that can be really like seemingly small things in the everyday life, or it can be more like big, visible kind of things. And they say that very often we have an attachment to whether something is good or bad, whether something is, you know, we have this polarity, and this polarity will get even more intense, even more visible. And they say that what we in this community have to be very clear on and start to become more aware of is the polarity within our own field as well. Because what's really needed in the time coming is that we start to stand together. And they say that there are a lot of attachments within the field. Maybe you can hear the thunder just started. I think that's magic. And also to, I really feel the energy of the thunder. I'm going to get back on track. Yes, to like come together with what we have to offer without being too attached to like this is my thing and this is the right thing. Because what they showed me was like, they showed me like a circle with something playing out, and then another circle with something else playing out, and another one and another one, and all these were like on the same level, we would say in our worldly language, and they looked very different. And they showed that there are Lightworkers, Starseeds, Wayshowers, whatever label you want to put on it and what resonates, in so many different types of work, so many different, like it can look so different. And very often when we start to like navigate the chaos in the world and we start to find our own truth, and we have an idea of like this is the right thing to do because it's what feels right for us, we also have to start to remember and become aware of what's right. Like what's right for me might not be the right thing for another one, and something that really doesn't resonate for me might be important in the big picture as well. So like they showed me, and I shared this in another video with the pieces of the puzzle, that everyone is a piece of the puzzle, and now it's about really becoming clear about what is your piece, like who are you, what can you, like what's your service, what do you feel called to, no matter what it is. And then all these different pieces of the puzzle will start to fit together. And it might be that we don't always see why it's important, or see like really the reason behind, or get the understanding of why someone else is doing what they're doing. But stay in your own trust, stay focused on what's your resonance, what's your truth, and we will be asked to start speaking our truth a lot more. But hold also the knowing that we are in the 3D field where there is polarity, duality, judgments, and we are moving into a new consciousness where we don't have the polarity, the duality, and that judgment. And if we start to become aware of that consciousness that we're moving into and start connecting to that, which most of us are doing in this community, do that also within our own field. So it doesn't have to be like, what I are saying is that so many are like feeling that, like, if this is right, if this is my truth, and what they are doing or what they are saying does not resonate with me, then that's wrong. That is duality. That is polarity. What is right for you is right for you. But it doesn't make another thing wrong. And we are in different stages, we have different experiences, we have different missions. And it will all start to come together. But they are asking us to be very, very aware of not bringing, when the world gets more chaotic again, to not bring that polarity and judgment into our own field. So start now becoming aware of where are you attached to your own ways of doing things, and when are you using, it can be either like a ritual you do, it can be diet, it can be crystals, it can be, so many things that people get really attached to. Watch out both for codependent patterns in that, and become aware of when am I using this or doing this out of an empowered state, and when am I starting to depend on it. And also the attachment to something as the right thing or the good thing, which can very easily be seen when it comes to discussions about diet in our field, for example. Not judging how someone else wants to do it, how they navigate their life. So it's starting to really detach from the idea of something being right or wrong. The last thing they said in the channeling I got yesterday was, remember that nothing is right. And let that sit with you for a bit. Remember having compassion for people at all stages of sleep and awakening. And when we focus inside, when we focus on ourselves, on what we are here to do, we don't have to pay so much attention to what someone else is doing. Like, come back to yourself and focus on your work, because that's what's needed. That's what the world needs, that's what the other people in the community needs, because you're helping the others by being who you are, by doing your work, by speaking your truth, because it has ripples. And that's really what we have to focus on, not focusing on whatever someone else is doing wrong. Like, they have this opinion, and like that may create some fear in me, because I think that if that's right, what I think and my opinion might be wrong, or if I'm right, that has to be wrong. It doesn't have to, because there is no duality from a higher perspective. And really start to become aware of this in the coming couple of months, and focus in on yourself, have compassion for others, because we will see that very different approaches, belief systems, everything in play will start to come together in the community. And also they said that the labels of Lightworker, Starseed, Wayshower is very helpful to a certain point, because it helps us get an understanding. It helps us feel a sense of belonging, understanding ourselves, understanding why we're experiencing the things we're experiencing, understanding why we are here at this time, why we're doing and feeling the call that we do feel. But there is a time where we have to expand beyond the labels and start to have that like in the back of your mind as well, because the world is going to change a lot. Our experiences are going to change. They're saying you will experience so many amazing things. And trust yourself. Remember that the words we use, how we try to communicate things, is on an energetic level that will become more and more important. But when we speak things or write things, we rely on a language. And the languages on the earth has been made or constructed around what we see in our physical world, which is 3D. So we will have experiences that are difficult to express, to explain. And we will experience that we have to expand beyond a lot of labels. So being aware of attachments to that as well can be helpful in the time coming. Hope this was helpful for you. Please let me know in the comments. If you know someone who might resonate with this, please share the video. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye bye!